Program here, MHA Paul Lane is on the line, and good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
I'm good, Peter. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. I thought you might be talking about what we discussed last on the program, but you want to talk about the Auditor General.
I do indeed, and I'll save the other thing for another time because I do want to respond.
Yep.
But anyway, Pete, I just want to take a moment. I know we only got a couple of minutes left.
Yep.
But I do want to take this opportunity to thank. First of all, I just want to thank the Auditor General for agreeing to go into Nalcor, something that our government wasn't willing to initiate on their own, and I'm glad that the AG has decided to listen to the people of Newfoundland and Labrador. And secondly, and most importantly, I want to thank all of the people out there, and there were an awful lot of them, who sent letters and emails and calls and so on to the Auditor General's office, insisting that he go in and do an audit of Nalcor. I can tell you that he did get an awful lot of it. He even indicated I was at the when he released his report at his office. I was there, and when he was asked about Nalcor, he indicated in his answer that he had received numerous calls, emails and letters and so on. He had a file folder full of them, and there's no doubt in my mind that that's played a big role in making this happen. So a big thank you to everybody. This was the people's victory, I like to call it, and it goes to show that if people are willing to get together behind the cause, that we can make some things happen. So
I'd say it was inevitable. I mean, it may have come faster because people were pushing him to go there, but I think he would have to, certainly in due course, get around to Nalcor. Now, do we have any idea of exactly how long it's going to take and when we're going to have a report from the Auditor General and some recommendations, et cetera?
No, there was no specific timelines or
seems to take about a year generally.
Well, that's generally how it works.
Yeah.
And what he's indicated that he has written the CEO. I would imagine he's going to go in now after the Christmas season in the new year would be how I interpret it anyway. And they're going to go in. They're going to look at some things. He did talk about things that were suggested to him in the letters. Things like looking at procurement and contracts that have been let and management structures and all those things. And basically he said he's going to go in, take a look at some things, and then see where that leads him. And the other encouraging thing, that he said was that, as I had suggested when I had written to him, is that, look, if you can't do it all at the one time because there's so much to it, that there's nothing to stop him from going back again next year and taking another piece. So it's encouraging that he is going to do all those things. I would sort of disagree the fact that it would have happened anyway. I mean, it hasn't happened in a number of years. I suppose eventually it could have happened, but there's been a number of years gone by that since they've been there. It certainly wasn't on the radar screen in the discussions. I met with him, had conversations with him. It wasn't something that was there on the list per se, and it was really the people that really pushed this issue hard, and now he's going in. So let's see what happens. I mean, hopefully we can put some of the issues out there to rest. Either there are other people's suspicions and skepticism are right about certain things, or they weren't, and he'll be able to confirm that things are fine in certain areas. And I would hope for the latter, quite frankly, because Nalcor is going to play a very important role in all of our collective future. So I hope things are being done properly, but now we'll have that independent look and hopefully can find out. Pete, before I go, the very last quick thing I just want to say.
Very quickly, if you could.
Very quickly. I just want to say, look, all the stuff that's been said about Nalcor over the last number of months, this has all been about the issues and a number of the decisions at the board and executive level, and the people who work for Nalcor, the frontline employees, do a fantastic job, and I know it must be kind of demoralizing for them going into work every day and hearing, all this about Nalcor, but it's not about the frontline workers. They do a fabulous job, but it is about a lot of decisions that have been made, and we need to make sure that things are being done properly because we are the owners of that company.
All right, sir. I thank you, and I'll say goodbye right there because we're well over time. Thanks very much.
No problem, Pete.
Okay.
Have a good afternoon.
Bye-bye.